What is going on, everyone? My name's Boyd and I'm back with some more Age Mythology. The Titans action spawning in the left side of the map in the blue color, playing as Loki. He's from the Dodd clan and his name is Skady. His opponent today in the red color, playing as Loki, also from the Dodd clan. His name is Joe. The map's Tundra. And this is a grudge match if I have ever seen one. I heard the banter beforehand and they were furious at each other. Just kidding. These guys love each other. They are some of the most lovely people in this community. Always trying to play the game at a high level and enjoy it. And I really enjoy what they bring in terms of everything, really. So Loki Wars on Tundra. Could not ask for a better map, better matchup, better anything for this sort of game here. Super open, going to be super chaotic. Urso running around everywhere doing all of this stuff. And there's lots of hunt as well. But oftentimes it's better to stay in your base with the villagers because they will die a bloody death to a hammer from Thor at some point there. And here we go. Oh, this is so annoying, right? This thing here, it happened to Skady as well. You can see his villagers making the big walk. One of the big things that Loki has over other civilizations is or Norse especially, over the other civilizations, is he can move the ox cart. So you actually want to be eating one hunt at a time to minimize two things: walking time, and two is food lost. If you're playing like a Greek or an Egyptian, you want to be hunting the ones close around your granary to minimize walking time. You lose a little bit out on the food in terms of total hunt gathered, but you will get it faster, which means you get more food faster, and in the end that means faster food. And right now this villager should just come over onto this caribou, eat this caribou, go over onto the caribou a little bit later. Just take the fact that you're going to lose one food from this every 5 seconds, 3 seconds or so. I don't know exactly what it is. And that's a thing. Okay, relics on the map. Flagstone of Buhan. We've got the Eye of Ornlu, and that's it. We've got a temple coming up for Joe. This could be the dreaded Heimdall rush from Joe. It's super all in, and he's on the wrong side of the map here. If he's on this side, he goes straight for this gold mine. GG. I love it. Joe asking for a no rush 15. Okay, I believe it. Believable. Would not be surprised if this is Heimdall coming through. One big thing that Heimdall gives you, which Forseti doesn't, is Iron Hear. So if you can get out enough Iron Hear, enough throwing axemen, you just straight win the fights for at least a little bit in this game, especially onto this kind of gold location here. So we'll see what they go. We've got Heimdall from Skady. We've got Heimdall from Joe. What? Please explain. What's Skady thinking here? Does he know? Does he know? I'm so confused right now. Why Heimdall here? He's moving forward with the Hersa. Surely you just go Forseti. But he doesn't know. Is this even just... It's not even good for him though, right? What's he going to do with it? A fake Heimdall rush into something else? What are you doing? Please explain. Skady is like this guy. He just like pulls out the most bizarre things from me. Longhouse coming in. I think that's in range. I think Skady sees this Longhouse going up. Not that it matters because he's also going Heimdall. Both players, maybe the no rush, the comment from Joe just gave it away. He just knew what was coming for him. Anyways, Longhouse coming up. Hersa coming up. Tower going down. But at the very least, this rush is no longer all in from Joe because there is no all the feigns coming for Skady because he didn't go Forseti. But it means he has to be a little bit more careful with his units. He can't throw any away underneath tower fire or anything like that. He's going to get a lot of favor from that killing those towers and everything. You need to go for the houses exactly. If you find a house when you're rushing, you got to go for it. Oh, nice hit onto the iron here. He can't run away while he's blowing his horn, and he almost gets picked off. Really nice play there for Joe. Joe's getting a little bit of a bash away on the other side. He's going to have to get out here. Does have a really low HP Ursa though, but if he gets a lucky Valkyrie spawn, he can heal those back up. And that's the other thing that that you don't get as Skady in the defender's advantage. You don't get that healing spring, which can come in clutch. And now the throwing axes are coming, and they're going to do a lot of damage. And only having one longhouse out at this point is really big, because that, well, I mean, for Skady, means he's going to be able to pump out more throwing axemen than Joe can. You can see it's 3 to 4, and it's going to be very much going to be 4 to 6 and things like that until this next longhouse gets up. So we'll see if that matters or not. A third longhouse coming up for Skady as well. So far, so good for him. Not going to be losing too badly to this rush at all, but Joe's got the favor advantage right now. He's got the hunt all in the middle of the map. A little bit scary for Skady to be leaving his base. Population sitting at 58 to 59. So both players pumping out units very efficiently right now, but I feel like this army of Skady's just looks a little bit more scary than this army of Joe's. And the big difference that, oh, he's building a raiding cavalry. Okay, I was going to say the big difference between this army, had it been like a standard Forseti army, is the Hersek can dodge all of these all of these throwing axemen. But with a raiding cavalry, you can utilize this raiding cavalry to run around. You're not actually doing damage with this guy. This guy is effectively distraction for these throwing axemen. You want to be running him around the back and then running him back and forth, distracting while everything else does the damage. I wouldn't build more than one, but he's built 2. I definitely wouldn't build more than 2 raiding cavalry here. It's very, very important to not build too many of those, because it can be very detrimental. Because they really don't do that much until you get upgrades, and you probably don't want to upgrade them at all. But both players just happy to be building units here and doing nothing. Skady can't really leave his base, because if he does, then he just gets his town center lost to an undermine. So we'll see what happens. The raiding cavalry running in, they do distract. That allows the Hersa to come in, and then he turns around. He just needs to get close to the throwing axeman. Once he loses one Hersa, the throwing axemen have to then refocus. So that's when you get them focusing down the raiding cavalry. We do see an undermine coming down onto the house from Skady. We do have the Einhyars coming in. Most of the Hersa have been picked off. Trolls getting spawned here. Another Einhyar for both players is in, but it's looking like the spawns from Joe are just a little bit better, as the Einhyar are going to be helping out the army from Joe. Skady's army going very, very speedily down right now. A couple more Hersa are out. No Hersa for Joe at this point. So if he gets a couple of Einhyar out, it's going to be really, really big for Skady. But he doesn't have any throwing axemen left, because the raiding cavalry dealt so much damage and so much tanking in the back. Meanwhile, Skady's hunt village is moving forward. They've got spy on them. So Joe can just come over and pick off those whenever he wants, and he's also hunting up in this top spot, completely safe for Joe currently. And now Skady's houses are under siege. Yeah, Skady does have like basically full houses though, so not too much of an issue there. Finally, Joe has spotted these villagers who get instantly pulled back. They don't really have anywhere to go yet. He basically has to retreat back to his base and eat the berries. But we do see the villagers turning around and fighting. These raiding cavalry have next to no HP. But does manage to trade 2 raiding cavalry for 1 villager. That's actually a decent trade there for Skady. But right now, Joe's sitting underneath the reinforcements of Skady. So as soon as they pop out, Joe can pick them off, which is huge. Oh, nice snipe there from Skady, as he's going to be able to actually run away with that Hersa into the sentry tower. More villagers moving forward, potentially looking for a gold mine? No, he's going to be going for the villager tank. Throw the villagers in front of the throwing axemen. That's exactly right. Gets a really nice troll spawn, because that's going to be able to pick off those throwing axemen even more. Raiding cavalry distractions over on the side, and Joe has to get out of here a little bit. Still trying to pump out units. has no gold economy right now, and the gold villages are over here and has been spied. So we can expect Skady to be making a move over there. 6 dwarves here, not doing anything. Meanwhile, raiding cavalry coming over, picking off some villages, does manage to pick off one. They turn around and fight. A couple of these raiding cavalry are really low HP, looking to pick off some more of these villages. Not going to be able to do so, sitting at very low HP. He does spot the dwarfs moving forward. We're going to be sacrificing another raiding cavalry to pick off another villager, so that's going to be good. And now Skady is going for broke right now. He's just like, all right, villager rush time, going after Joe's town center. Dwarves are getting picked off, and the undermine is coming in. And Joe spams 11 in the chat as he's trying desperately to get back in here. But you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if this town center just goes down. There's still Orok back here. There's still resources over here that Skady can gather from. So if Skady picks off this town center, villager fights well enough over here, it's potentially going to be able to pick off the town center and win. But I don't know if the town center is even going to be going down. It's doing so much damage right now. The villagers picking everything off. Joe coming in the back and picking off all of these Skady units. He's going to get the town center down though, but he's got no more villagers left. He's got to run his villagers now elsewhere, get them back and to start getting some more resources in. But Joe's sitting at 0 town centers and Skady with 0 resources right now. Not enough to build a villager, or now enough to build a villager. But he's lost everything and Skady is out. GG. Takes the town center down, but it's not worth it in the end. It was a very desperation play by Skady. I feel like, funnily enough, I feel like if he didn't have the spied unit and he made it down here while Joe was still chilling around this area and picked the town center off fast enough, he potentially could have fought back against Joe's army with the villagers, lost some more, but probably won the fight. So it wasn't like that crazy of an idea. It's just a little bit poorly executed. But GG, well played by Joe, gets the win in the Loki mirror. We'll see if they want to keep playing, so stick around and we'll see if the game does come.